Ayo, what's outside is within. The mind regulates the hand that masters the pen. The pen is mightier than the sword, but the tongue is mightier still. The stargate to the mind's revealed, the vortex.
What do you think drives people to create New Year's resolutions year after year, even if they often don't follow through? Is it a sense of hope or perhaps a desire for change that fuels this ritual?
Yeah, I think it's hope, desire for change, regret over what they haven't done, and things they've always wanted to do but haven't been able to muster up the necessary elements to be able to pull it together to do what they wanted to do for so long. I think as long as you're trying, that's the main thing. You know, it's quite upsetting that people take people's resolutions as something that they value, that's something to do with them. So I might say, oh, Nev, I'm going to give up smoking New Year's. Then after you see me in February smoking, yeah, what you doing? You're smoking. Like, why are you putting me down like that, man? I've tried, you know what I mean? What's going on? Why has this suddenly become your thing more than it is mine, you know what I mean? And then, you know, you can go either two ways. You either lock in and you start thinking, oh, Nev, all right, I'm going to try and lock in. Or you think, oh, fuck Nev. Or, like, I'm just going to do whatever now, you know what I mean? You know, sometimes there's a lot of added pressure from other people, especially when you start talking something. I talk something to add the pressure on, so I do it. That's how I do it, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Some people, they've got the best intentions. They feel they're going to do it, but they're just not ready yet. You know when you're ready, because you start doing it.
For real. It's the action, isn't it?
Yeah. You start doing it. You know how many young people I know that want to become the next top footballer, next top rapper, but they ain't putting in the work. They're not doing it.
That's right. The action is what counts, really, isn't it?
Yeah.
So from a mental health perspective, what are the positive psychological benefits of setting goals at the start of the year, and how can they contribute to personal growth and well-being?
I think, you know, if you're a forward thinker, you'll always have a plan. There'll always be planning. You can't exist without having no plan at all. If you are like, and you're getting through, you're a very lucky person getting through like that. But there has to be a plan, and if you have, you know, I always think about things in regards to it being real. You know, I come up with pen and paper. So having a checklist of things that you need to do for the year, and if there's 10 on the checklist and you do 3, at least you've done 3.
Yeah.
Because when you haven't got a pen and a paper and it's in your head, you don't usually tick off any. And by the end of the year comes, you're like, right, like nothing's happened.
Yeah.
But at least when you've got a plan, you know, you see that you're making moves forward. You know, even if you do one thing on the list, at least you've done one thing. Yeah, rather than doing nothing for the whole year.
Something's achieved.
Yeah, so that, for some people, it's not enough. But then some people expect too much from themselves all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah, understand what you're capable of and what you can do. Don't push yourself and pressure yourself into a predicament where it's unattainable. Yeah, you was just hoping that you could do it.
Yeah.
But now you haven't done it. You feel worse than when you started.
That's right.
You know, so it swings and roundabouts. You can put yourself, you got to understand you first, and what pressure you're putting in yourself by making a resolution or saying I'm going to do this, but also have the insight to know, all right, if I'm going to put a few things down and make a plan, let me cross some of those off. And even if I cross 1 or 2 off, that'll make me feel better than crossing off nothing.
So on the flip side, what are some potential drawbacks of New Year's resolutions, especially if they are unrealistic or set with a sense of pressure? You know, how can they affect an individual's self-esteem or mental space?
Well, so you might feel that you can't ever do it. You know, especially if you've tried it a few times. You know, you put yourself in a predicament where you're thinking, all right, I'm not going to be able to do that. What else can't I do? You know, it depends on the individual. It'll put you in a very sticky situation if year after year you try to give up smoking, or you try to go to the gym, or you try to do whatever, and it's not happening. You You know, where do you go next? What do you do next? It's complex. I mean, people often put too much pressure on themselves. Why? Why do you put so much pressure on yourself? Because of other people. It's not that you pressuring yourself. A lot of the times you try to prove to other people what you are or what you want to be. You know, once you stop thinking about how you look in the eyes of others, then you're going to be in a much better place.
That's right. Many individuals approach the new year with the idea that it's a clean slate. Do you believe this mindset can sometimes set people up for disappointment or an unhealthy sense of urgency in their personal growth?
Yeah, you know, some people need a start and a finishing line. Yeah, if you look at time in a certain way, there is no start and finish. The calendar years were made up. Yeah, there's just like the sun coming up, the sun going down, trees growing, and your kids getting taller and older. That's about it. You know, you can start something anytime you want. It doesn't have to be on the 1st of Jan. You know, if you're 10 stones overweight in August, why are you going to wait till January the 1st? Yeah, to start up your regime.
That's right.
You might as well just start now.
Yeah.
Because you're going to be another 10 stone overweight by January when you're going to start. No, my friend, you might as well start now. You know, sometimes it's like me and trying to be more efficient. There's a joke that me and the missus make up in regards to words efficiency and logistics. But there's sometimes that you have to do things now, so you don't have to do them tomorrow. Get them out the way. What's that Malcolm X saying? Tomorrow belongs to the future belongs to those who prepare for it today. And that's how it is. You know what I mean? Like, be in preparation. Do stuff that you can do today. Do it today. Don't leave it for tomorrow.
Yeah, the present.
Yeah.
All right, last question for you. How can somebody create more meaningful and sustainable resolutions without falling into the trap of feeling overwhelmed or setting themselves up for failure by the end of January?
Keep them simple. Keep them as simple as possible. Don't make them complex. Don't make it nail biting. You know, up all night sort of stuff. You know what I mean? Don't put yourself into a predicament where you're under so much pressure you can't do it now. You know, just keep it as simple as possible. Well, the best way in life is simple, being simplistic. And if you can keep it down to one or two things, something like, all right, I'm going to change my diet. So what I'm going to do? All right, I'm going to fast. I'm going to do 16 and 8. What's that consist of? It might consist of me eating from 1 o'clock in the afternoon to 8 o'clock at night.
Yeah.
And that's it. That might be quite simple. For some people that might be hard, but that might be quite simple. Changing your diet. Or it might be, I'm not going to eat dessert. That's simple. You're not rearranging your whole eating regime, doing all kinds of mad things. I'm going to go down the gym 5 days a week. No, go to the gym once a week. If you make it easy, at least you can build on that.
That's right.
Don't create a situation where you start off high and then you end up dwindling away to nothing. I'm going 5 days a week. By the time it goes to March, you're not in the gym at all. Just keep it simple.
Crash and burn, innit?
Yeah.
Brother, much love.
Wicked nerve.
Thanks, man.
Hey yo, what's outside is within. The mind regulates the hand that masters the pen. The pen is mightier than the sword, but the tongue is mightier still. The stargate to the mind's revealed. The vortex.